Greetings. Thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Brought to you by Fifth Dimension. I guess YouTube's finally working today. It wasn't working yesterday, that's for sure. See, I wasn't sure. Yeah, they did but I don't know. They had a thing with a bunch of cameras you could add and stuff like that. That was fried yesterday. So I'm fried today. I've been up since 6 o'clock. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. I finally got some rest, and I'm running on like 20% right now. So, but yeah, I didn't get the answer to any questions. I can barely function right now. So I've been on the road most of the day. It was good. It's just long. Luckily, nothing weird happened, but just trying not to have a psychotic episode. So tomorrow, yeah, there's no webinar tonight. It'll be whatever next Thursday. Next Thursday. Brain is not working right. Thursday, and then I just drew a blank. There's something else. I don't remember. So there's something else I was gonna say. I can't remember anything. So yeah, yeah. Anyway. Oh yeah. The radio show is on tomorrow. Probably going to take a 3-week hiatus or something like that, or 2-week hiatus. I'm gonna try to have one the last week of this month, but because I got stuff I'm gonna be doing, I gotta need to take it easy. Jeez, boy, is that the truth of it. So I'm gonna do the best we can here. So Moses, yeah, I kept getting this message like Moses free the slaves or something right before I went live. It's like Galactic Moses free the slaves. Of course, Moses, freed the Jews. This is free, humanity. I'm doing the best I can for alien connections. I'm just gonna wing it the best I can. I have never had a week like this ever. This is all last minute. See, at work, Tuesday I had to work longer than 10 hours, but it was 10 hours. It was bad. And then did not see the sun at all. Just came in at night, in the morning, and left at night when the sun was down. Never saw it. Wednesday tried to rebuild, sort of. I was like having a psychotic episode the whole day practically. And then today, 6 o'clock in the morning till now, it's like, yeah. Anyway, I'll go into the details of that some other time. I kind of keep my work situation quiet. Yeah, that's not a big deal. So, not now. I have to 3D myself, and it's not fun. For Galactic Connections, Galactic Moses is basically, I do feel the ascension energies, even with today my mic is zoning out half the day. I do feel the Galactic ascension energies. I do feel a lot of presence here. Of course, I connected to the CIA yesterday, at least channeling wise. Probably gonna do that today. There was one more thing. Of course, my brain is like Swiss cheese right now. So, like with the Star Wars thing, I don't have 100% on this. I can't remember. But they are obviously they're using that to bring in their galactic awareness here. You're using other stuff, but that's like the one that's the main. I mean, other stuff is yes, but that's the main. They're using that as like the big elephant in the room, kind of pushing the agenda through. And of course, you have others that are connecting and on the outside of it. Star Wars seems to be really where the main message is to get us to reconfigure our way of looking at things. Now, I don't remember this. Because I got a big download. I got a big download the other day about the CIA stuff, and it was, I can't remember everything. Just during the day, just tap into stuff through them. Today, that didn't happen. Not really. They're here, but just this, I'm like zoned out. I feel like it's not looking good. I feel like not good. But either way, what I got was like Han Solo of Star Wars. I feel like these are all based on beings. Now, people might find that, obviously people can connect this and see different aspects of it, but it feels like the Han Solo one was like the only one that survived. I know that he died in the movie, but spoiler alert. But they're all based on real alien people. It's the Solo one. Obviously, it's loosely based on an alien. I know it's like fiction based on an alien being, and take it with a grain of salt. But the Han Solo one's still alive. The Luke Skywalker one died, from what I'm feeling on it. So the legend's been kind of skewed. But either way, it was like a story that had to be. I feel it was very connected to Orion. It's like story among stories among timelines. It's like layers and layers and layers of it. Our world got affected by the Orion Wars that caused a lot of wars on our world, but on a third dimensional basis. What does that mean? Not much, not now, but over time you're going to see different timelines of these beings. You almost can say the Star Wars people are kind of from a fairy world too, like a galactic fairy reality or something like that. There are different aspects of them. Either way, the galactic world is knocking on our door, and it's like when we channel these beings, we are connecting to that consciousness. They're using that to the Star Wars stuff is for people to recognize, Chewbacca and whatever. And so it's so we basically channel their consciousness. People have already done it. This is nothing new. At least they haven't made it super known. I have not done it really. I remember somebody channeled Jar Jar Binks, and I'm still waiting on that movie. All the Star Wars, they're complaining about Star Wars. Jar Jar Binks, the movie, I'm all for that. It might be a hard one to watch. This is why they have Jack Daniels. But that might be a tough one to get through. But, it could be worse. You could have Jar Jar Binks, part 1, 2, and 3, and, we're all going to hell after that. So, where I'm getting all of this from, I'm kind of tired too, so I'm doing the best I can. Basically, channel the Star Wars consciousness is there's messages among messages of what basically, because people can cling on to the fiction world, and then now you say we're channeling aliens. And so it was people connect to the fiction world and they find aliens that are here. You know what I mean? It's kind of intertwining into it. See, a lot of these people are into the Star Wars stuff. It's a memory hole that you're pulled into it for a reason. You're attracted to this type of stuff for a reason. It's just you're not really ready or not supposed to be ready to awaken. That doesn't mean you won't, depending on the person, belief systems, whatever it is. All this stuff is, it's all bizarre, isn't it? It's all just, Star Wars itself. Why did that make it and everything else kind of died? That's kind of weird. And it has not really done that well since either, but still has a big legend behind it. So I'm not gonna go into that. I'm not gonna go into the geek stuff. It's like I don't think people get interested. There's other people who can do that. But either way, the let's do the Cliff Notes version of it. Because I don't want to bore anybody, and I don't know enough about it, and I don't care. It's not that important, but I mean the details of it, some people can go into. Either way, we're being pulled into galactic awareness. And maybe not now, people are going to awaken to the alien presence that's here, but over time they will. And when they look at the Star Wars stuff and they say, well, wait a minute. It's like, maybe I looked like some of these, big hairy dog or whatever. Maybe I looked like that in another reality, maybe a little bit differently. Like a Han Solo or a Luke Skywalker or Princess Leia. That was the thing about Princess Leia, though. I think she's a lot. Actually, Carrie Fisher that played her actually has been in that position in other lifetimes. So playing that on TV is kind of funny. So she's actually been in that role in other realities. How else can you play it? Why else you get pulled into that? I know people might find that all crazy. But then again, look at our reality. It's pretty messed up, isn't it? People watch football all day. And, look at we're gonna have an Archon holiday called Christmas coming up. So, it's all weird here. So we'll get religion. Religion is like it makes no sense when you look at it. Because it has alien stuff all written all around it. So it's like it's all alien. And we look at it from that perspective. Ancient aliens, it all makes sense. Of course, your modern human isn't going to digest it in time yet, not ready for it, but feels like I feel the awakening energy strengthening. I mentioned this before. Years ago, last year, never felt it like this before. This is a new territory, it feels like. It really feels like people are starting to grasp that we are not alone here. And they're really taking this stuff seriously. Those that would not normally take this seriously. That's why I feel like it's tapping into that consciousness. And there's not, once again, that's what I always say, there's nothing to fear. It's like, because that's pretty important. Because people look at the aliens and all this, like, they get scared. I channel this CIA, people get scared. It's like, you're just channeling their vibrations. You're not, going downtown Clearwater and, saying stuff you probably should not be saying. Or whatever, causing mayhem. This is just channeling. It's not, you're not hurting anybody or anything like that. But does not mean we're not opening up the consciousness to the unknown. I mean, look at the world. It doesn't make any sense, right? It's not supposed to. We're slowly opening up the can of our galactic realities. And the reason I bring up Star Wars, because when I connect to the CIA people, of course that's what started all this, was Star Wars. It was like it was like a trigger word. It's like, guess what? That's all there. We have a theme park in Orlando, alien theme park, pretty much in Star Wars land. It's like the hints are coming in more and more. Even in the news, more galactic stuff's becoming more, well, at least in the galactic, more sightings is kind of increasing. I have not fully paid attention to that, but yeah, it's just like we're kind of going into a split. Not yet, but over time, like you have your normal human program slave society. Then over here you have your program human slave society freeing themselves. And then start looking at life differently. It's like, yeah, we might be slaves still, but we're trying to untangle, we're trying to break free of this. And so as you want to open up more, you will open up more, and more of this alien stuff will download into things will just come to you automatically. Like people with pink hair, blue hair, orange hair. Yeah, it's high vibrational energies, drag queens, alien people. You just start looking at things differently. Like the Men in Black movie. What was it, 87? Oh, I forgot what year. 90 something, 90. So 90 something, 90. I forgot what year that came out. First Men in Black movie. Notice how the Will Smith character was looking at things differently. Oh, the whole movie was like that. So you kind of see, yeah, obviously because the Men in Black knew they're going to have a presence here more, and so they had to like parody their energies because they're, technology, the internet, da 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 da. They got to make themselves look like a cartoon because knowledge of them is going to start coming into the reality. So, and it's also maybe help people digest all of this. It's messages within everything. When I was said not to fear, because people put fear in all this stuff and satanic rituals and all. Yeah, that does all exist, but it doesn't mean you have to, hold on to it. Doesn't have to make your focus. So, yeah, it's like the Star Wars stuff. When stuff comes out, it's like it's a trigger. It's showing. It's all channeled stuff, obviously. Walt Disney, we built Disney World Channel 2, just fucking needed to do it. Just obviously connected to the CIA, built Disney World. It's like, that's a little bit weird, don't you think? It's just all plants for control, but also plants to open us up. It's like, the symbols of Illuminati and all that. It's all symbols of where they are, but it does not mean, once again, don't put fear into it. Because with fear, really not going to do you much good. Protesting does good, sort of. They're going to try and burn down France right now. Over time, that will shift. People are going to have a lot of difficulty shifting out of that because it's so easier to be. It's easier to be programmed, be a slave, than be awakened, as you can see. But we are going into. I'm not sure when, how, where, anything, but it feels like we're going into a conscious split of more just looking at things differently. And, the alien presence is going to get heavier. I felt today at work, well, about a couple hours ago, I felt the presence of them I really felt them really coming through. Like, their presence is going to start increasing. I don't know how, where, anything. I don't know nothing. Is it going to be a ship flying around? Is it going to McDonald's? Is it going to turn into a spaceship, fly away? I don't think so. That'll be different. I can use that right now. But I think it's just us. We're the ones that are going to change. We're just going to shift. We're just going to start seeing things differently. Wonder where all this disclosure is. I've said it before. We're just going to start, when you're in a mellow time, when you're all stressed out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, connecting this stuff. Like today, not good. But of course I had strength to get through the day, so that's what mattered. Nothing bad happened. 0 sleep. Driving around like a zombie and survived. So that's what matters. No drama, nothing I know of. So avoided it greatly. So but yeah, it feels like we're going into, let's see. Obviously, they can't give us the full details of everything, but we are shifting into more galactic awareness. Individually, you might start seeing signs. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Just everyone's different, and we're just going to shift out of the third dimension slowly. That is the main, As for sightings and all, that's a possibility, but I'm not sure if your average human is really ready for that yet. But it doesn't mean things won't happen. It doesn't mean, I guess you can say when enough people here are understanding of the metaphysics of it all, they don't have to understand everything. Good luck on that. But always have an open mind, connect to your guides, angels. There's enough people here where the vibration is safe, and humans here are comfortable with this. That alien contact can happen within us instead of a ship landing and all that. That doesn't mean it won't happen, but enough humans have to be ready, mature with all this, because you will telepathically connect to these things. You will connect to. You'll feel them around more. It doesn't mean you'll see them, but you'll see, if this is what you want. And there'll be enough people here where you'll start to feel ships and stuff like that appear. At least, you'll be able to contact them a little bit differently. Or for the first time. We're not there yet. Doesn't mean we can't get there. Basically, once again, a metaphysical connection. It might be short, it might be long, it's hard to say. But yeah, most of your population isn't ready for it, but that doesn't mean that, that means they won't be ready. I mean, in the future, that might change. So, yeah, like I said, the idea right now is just looking at things differently. Noticing the signs. I mean, obviously there's Illuminati signs, there's also alien signs. And just start looking at things a little bit, abnormal. For example, came to mind. This is gonna be throwing people way off. Let me check. Let me 1 second. As I was thinking about this, hope I can find it. Let's see here. 1 second. Aha, found it. Okay.
Leave a like, cause.
Whoops. Okay. All right. You want you want alien contact? You want you want to see where where I'm talking about? Let's see here. Well, if you're still here, here we go. Maybe the worst example ever, but not really. You want a chipmunk human looks like? You want a chipmunk reincarnated as a human looks like? Take a look at this. When you look at this person, I'm sorry, you look at it differently. This is a chipmunk person, a being as a human. She's like cute and all that. She likes all the cute stuff. Let me move a little bit more. She's a PewDiePie gamer, but it's all cute. It's all not bashing or making fun of this person or anything. This is a chipmunk person. Their name is Sky LLL. Look at that. That's how a chipmunk would do. So look at things a little bit differently. I tell you, this is a chipmunk person. I mean, she's like, it's funny. It should be. I'm not making fun of this person or anything, but she's a chipmunk. Just, squirrels and chipmunks. I kept getting chipmunk. I know squirrels and chipmunks are pretty much the same. I guess chipmunks are smaller. That's a chipmunk. Just to give you look at things differently. It's like, the signs are here. You just gotta know how to look at it. Go by what comes through your intuition. Like, there's dragon people here. There's all kinds of stuff. But that's a chipmunk person. I thought that was funny. I was going to show that yesterday. Oh no, yeah. Then everything went to hell. So that's funny. So that's an easy one to digest. A chipmunk person, chipmunk beings, like with channeling about mice, how we were not doing mice any good, but I believe, mice haven't really advanced themselves alien-wise, but they incarnate, they connected with us, because we have a lot of mice stuff with us, DNA-wise. We helped their civilization advance. Now we got Mickey Mouse. Okay, maybe not the best, either way. It's still a big deal. There's probably a lot more ways you can look at that. But some species come here to advance themselves. That's why I think why the kangaroo is here. All these different species are here. They're advancing themselves through us. they're looking at things differently. They're complicating themselves, whatever it might be. We're not just here to look like children all the time. We have more. It's more. There's more to it than just that. And we're the kids. We don't know any better. Blah blah blah. And my camera's all screwed up. There's more to it than that. Yeah, I'm just trying to cancel that. So, yeah, the kids teach the parent. So, kids might be a pain in the ass, and then this world's got that down. But there's a lot of benefits to it. Because like I said, all these alien beings don't really grow that much. And then we come along, and we help a lot of people grow. So we haven't blown our planet up. Obviously there's other worlds that were blown up connected to our other versions of Earth. And they're trying to keep this one. So, I know I'm kind of jumping around because I just got to download. What I feel is that we are going into, galactic awareness, and it's going to start speeding up. Doesn't mean you're going to see ships or anything. I know I say this over and over again, but people are going to start realizing this stuff more and more. It's like you click, you shift. It doesn't mean you're going to. I mean, the brain starts operating. Your energy starts operating differently, and you just see things differently, and then life becomes a lot more simplistic over time. Not yet. Well, here and there, everyone might be different, but things are going to get a little bit different, more simplistic. Where right now things are complicated. At least it seems like that. But over time, things will simplify itself. When things simplify itself, that means we're definitely going through ascension energies, and we're coming out of the jungle. We got a while for that, but then again, you never know. Yes, I was going to say yes every year. This year coming up. I mean, December, I've not felt like this before. Not like this. This feels like we're really making a jump into a galactic reality. I don't know. We'll just start to feel it, know it. So it's gradual, of course, but like I said, this alien awakening is not going to happen the way people think it's going to happen. Ships landing and all of that. Ships landing, yes, but more of us are just going to become aware of it. People are just going to tap into these. As you get used to the alien energies around you, Andromeda, Palladian, wherever it might be, or some other insectoid, reptilian, whatever it is, you become just used to their presence. And you feel as if they're here, and they are. And I'm not sure if we're ready for a ship to land and appear. I mean, there's definitely the timeline, but the timing of it, who knows? But yes, we are ready, but we're getting more ready for it. The idea is to feel their presence around spiritually, and then eventually you'll just say, "Oh, now I can really," and there you are. That's really how it works. It's like you already feel their presence here. They're connecting to you. Telepath doesn't mean you're having a huge conversation with, but you know it's them. And you feel love. You don't feel all this fear nonsense. If you have that, then, well, some people like that stuff. So you got plenty of that here. So, yeah. Just go into your local cathedral. It's like, you want an Archon presence, just go there. It's like, go to your local church. Not all churches are like that, but some are. But yeah, the idea is the alien presence is going to get stronger and stronger here, individually. And you just get download, you just feel differently. And who knows, it might be an alien sighting. Physically, I wouldn't say there's not going to be one. But like I said, individually, it seems where it's most likely going to occur. Obviously, psychically, energy-wise, obviously they're going to tell me all the details. Because I'm not sure if they know. They do, but they don't. There's this whole thing about government rules. like the government isn't going to allow this, yada yada yada. I think we're in the process of changing that. So individually, once again, so it's like, the government has blocked alien and human connections. How long is that going to last? When you show the maturity that you can handle it, I don't believe that it's going to happen. So who knows? Let's see here. Let's see. Let's connect to the CIA energies. That was kind of fun last time. So let's see if there's anything new coming from them. Alright, one moment. Let's see. Humans are going to realize the movie of their reality has been their galactic alien beings always contacting you all the time. They've little by little you would start to realize like the puzzle pieces or the maze, to let's say leave the matrix or break out of the thought pattern, because the matrix is in the mind, as you can probably see. You just realize what's around and things aren't what you just start to see Palladian, Arcturian energies, whatever you're connected to, and just feel that the matrix is breaking down within you. You're no longer falling for it. You feel there's a lot more going on. I was connecting to nature. See, I was driving around all day, and when I connected to nature, I saw a fourth-dimensional nature where the leaves and the colors were bright. Here, yes, nature is very beautiful, but the higher dimensions, it is just more beautiful. And to say that is like, what are you talking about? But yes. So obviously nature is getting hit with quite a bit, as we are. So yeah, it's like, it's almost turning into like a candy reality in some ways, where all the colors are just very bright, which is good. So yeah, it's just, that was from me actually. That wasn't from the channel message, but from the CIA energies, yeah, you're just gonna start to, let's see, piece out who is here causing difficulty. Yeah, yes. Now some of these, like George Bush had died. A wizard person for sure. Galactic dictator on other worlds. We called him in to, we call these people in to cause difficulties here. Bill Clinton and his girlfriend, Hillary, or vice versa. If you want to change the genders there. Isn't that funny? I mean, you can realize where she's the man. I can see that. I imagine others can see that, where she's just, but she's helping females become stronger. Maybe not in always the best positive way, but she is a role model of some anyway. With the Bush that just died, yeah, he's a wizard king, you can say. I don't know if he's a king, but he's a wizard. He probably thinks he's a king, but we got a glimpse of what he can do. Maybe he's not the nicest person. But that's what he's here. That's his kind. To be kind of that person, kind of shady, creepy, whatever you want to call it. It's just we as a consciousness, we call on these people to teach us. We learn from them in this reality. It's almost as if it's like, here's the movie. We bring you in as actors to teach us. We learn from your energy. Might not like you, whatever, but that's part of the game. Bill Clinton and Hillary, you're just doing mind manipulation on us. Kind of keep us in the matrix too, because some of these beings that come in, like Bush, can take you out of the matrix, can break you out. It's like, wait a minute, something's not right here. He's saying a lot of words like, what was it, the 1,000 points of light? What the fuck is that? All Illuminati talk, lingo. See, he's there to take you out of the matrix. Show, look, I'm an Illuminati puppet. I'm here to rule your society. Bill Clinton and Princess Sassy comes in. They kind of tone things down. When you really think about it, it's kind of what they did. Or connected energies. If they kind of made it hip and cool and Illuminati. Yeah, he might be a son of a Rockefeller through because mom was a prostitute. From what I've heard, at least. I wouldn't doubt it. From what I feel, it's just criminal essential. But he made it cool, made it slick, and then Slick Willie with Monica, and that kind of diverted us from all the Illuminati stuff that the Daddy Bush did. And then when the next Bush comes in, we're back to Illuminati, Mason, wars, and take over society. Phase 2 of the Bushes. So, and then Obama came in. Pretty much didn't change much. But luckily a lot. Because I believe they're really trying to come after us. So, anyway. Basically, the storybook of this reality is going to be looked at differently. Because this is... See, the reason why you look at things differently, because your vibration is heightening. It's like you want to be free, right? Just however you want to word it. If you want to tell yourself you want to be free, it's already in your intentions most likely. I don't want to be a slave here anymore. I want to see things differently. But when you see things differently, do you believe it or not? Like George Daddy Bush that just died. Do you see him as a lizard person? Well, if you don't, what do you see him as? Is he a Martian? Whatever the hell it is. If you say, nah, it's all nonsense, I want to go back to sleep. It's not always easy to go back to sleep after that. But, this is the fourth dimension, fifth dimension, is looking at your reality from a spiritual sense and go by what you're picking up. Others might see it differently. That does not mean it's wrong. It's just everyone's part of a different timeline base. So, I believe everything's relevant. Maybe not to you, but it's like Daddy Bush had died. Maybe you run a world where he's torturing everyone to death. For example, I wouldn't doubt it. And some people have a lot of hatred for him. They don't know why. Why people love Hillary. Why do people love Hillary? That's a good question. Maybe he was a male prostitute and just made everybody love. No, I don't think that was it. Feels like it was like there's a lot to that. Only thing I got from that is I don't know if I want to go into this. It's like only thing. Well, look at only thing I'm picking up is that Hillary as a man was a Anunnaki that gave people powers. In other realities, of course, not here. Gave them what they wanted or something, but it wasn't. I want to say that there was a consequence to it. And you can say, that's why a lot of them are enslaved to it right now. Consequences, you're going to be my slave on this world. Ouch. What the fuck? Yeah, we're not in Kansas anymore. Which would make sense why so many are under her spell. And there's a lot of people under her spell. Why would you... It's like they took the cool... It's like she's giving away free cocaine to everyone on another planet. People took it in, got power, whatever it was. I don't know. But now they're under her contract. So... look at it that way. So yeah, just at least that's what I'm getting from it. There's probably other stuff out there. I don't want to know. It's not pretty. Barack Obama obviously was a female. Another incarnation, several of them. I guess there's a lot of rumors about him being gay and all that. I wouldn't doubt it, because that female side of him has not let go. His wife, obviously, what's her name? I have her book right here. Michelle, this is the porn star book. This one. This book's a lot heavier than that one. I have other books I'm going to start putting out a little bit more. I was going to get rid of these books, but I'm not sure if I want to do that now. I'm using it for set pieces. Sorry. Lost my train of car. Yeah, they say she looks like a monkey. I know that's bad, but yeah, because that's where she comes from, monkey reality. I think she was very masculine too. Not to be mean, not to do any of that, because it just was getting her facial features. I believe she was a male, because the monkey people are very. That's where we all come from, right? But for her, it's like she has had difficulties letting it go. There's nothing wrong with that. So she wants to remember her ancestors. She's proud of it. I mean, when I say monkey people, I mean alien monkey people. I'm not sure. I'm not just the gorillas. I'm not sure what. But not to insult her or any, none of that. It's just that's what's there. Because there's another actress. I forgot what her name is. Dionne Warwick or something. She looks like a snake person. So not to just to put that out there, but with Michelle, she looks like a monkey person for a reason. Because, like, this is where I warned everything. I don't want to let go of that, so she brought in the features of it. You can't let it go. I mean, even when they incarnate here, I mean, I know you set the way you look, but sometimes I think you alter it, too. It's like, I want to be a part of this consciousness that made me who I am today, brought me to your world, etc., etc. Look at it differently. So, like Obama, and I know it's all politics, but this is just an example of where I'm getting all, anyway, there's layers and layers of other things you look at. I'm just looking at things differently. So, give you an idea where I'm getting from, instead of Star Wars Central. But, there is a Star Wars consciousness I was going to connect to, but we'll leave that for another day. I'm hanging in there right now. But look at, I'm channeling too, if you're wondering what the hell I'm doing. With Obama and Michelle, why that dynamic? Now, yeah, none of this is going to be super. Well, first off, I think Obama and Hillary have had a relationship in other incarnations. Male, female, whatever, love. Yeah, there's been a love pattern going on there. No doubt. As for Obama and Michelle, I would say there's different ways of looking at it. From what I get, it's like Obama was Michelle's son in another incarnation. So they work together well. Even if I'm not sure how that love life's going. But he was a decorated son under her leadership. Was she a he or she? It might have been a he then. I'm not sure. It's not very clear because there's multiple timelines where it was multiple different genders. It goes on for a long time. So she's kind of watching out for him as he sells himself out to the elite. But also this Illuminati connections with Obama and Michelle goes to other worlds, definitely. This has been a long time coming. The project, it went well. Sometimes they do these things and, these experiments, they don't know if it's going to succeed or not. That one succeeded. And, not all agendas, but he became president, and that succeeds. Those things aren't always 100%. Because of free will, sometimes they're just surprised it worked. From what I'm gathering, at least. So, yeah, affirmative action, help him. I don't know, a lot of things. People have seen him as a positive light on other worlds. He used that to his advantage. But I believe there's a lot of manipulation there, too. There's a lot of layers to that guy. And all of them, for that matter. Especially when you see Bill Clinton as a female. That, whatever. Have fun with that one. Jennifer Flowers and them. Jeez. They're just different ways to look at this stuff. And that is, this is how you go into other realities, open up to your you see, if you allow more of this stuff to open up, you're opening this stuff up, opens up your fourth and 5 dimensional energy. Instead of saying, that's not real, that shuts you down. if you just leave it all open, just to keep an open mind, just say screw it. This is what I'm getting. I'm gonna stick with it. Screw it. There might be more to it, but whatever. If you get the like small versions of it, maybe that's just as well. But you're cracking open the cookie jar, and it makes life a lot more interesting, doesn't it? When you look at it, instead of just same old, blah blah blah. I mean, what about like football? What if you saw those as felines and reptilians going at each other, through a game? Wouldn't that be more interesting? Or canines? Wouldn't that make life a little more interesting? Human, canine being, wouldn't that make it a little bit less boring? I mean, that's where we can crack open our reality. Not just to call it fantasy. I mean, you look at relationships and stuff. I mean, I showed a picture of a lady that likes to dress up like a big cat. Where does that come from? It's like, that's pretty obvious, right? I mean, it's just like there's obvious things like George Soros. People want to know about George Soros. George Soros is the big one. He sold himself out to the Nazis as a kid, and he's been kind of under their control ever since. Sold people out. Sold, helped the Illuminati. He's not real. I don't think he's really the Illuminati. He works for them. He's not really, because if you're really with the Illuminati, nobody would know who you are. I mean, like the Rothschilds work for them. Obviously, they're involved with it. But you don't hear about Rothschild being mentioned. You hear about Soros being mentioned. So Soros is underemployment. Yeah, he's doing what he's told, basically, is from what I gather. And now, how is he being told? You get psychic messages to you and stuff like that. You're programmed. You don't necessarily have to be the Men in Black show up and you have your own conversations. That's not always the case. You get it from the spirit world. This is how you open your planet up. When you open your mind up to this stuff, and more people will say, maybe I got these ideas, thoughts, and it's like, are these mine or is somebody gave it to me from somewhere? This is how you go into the fourth dimension or fifth dimension. I look at things differently. And because we're allowed to see things we're allowed to let go of this reality. So finally, we'll also, do we want it or not? If you want to be free, you will eventually get it. It's going to be bizarre, but then it'll also be fun too. So I'm feeling more high vibrational energies from all of this. Yeah, it's like, realize you're not going to Clearwater and, bitching at the Scientologist, nothing like that. That's not going to get it. But, you're just spiritually, you're just, curious. And a lot of people would call us crazy and all of that, but then again, look at the modern reality. People like being slaves right now. It's a slave society. Eventually they'll snap out of it whenever they feel like it, but not to put them down or anything like that, because there's a lot to learn in that. There's a lot to learn in both areas. So not to put anyone down at all. It's just, it's just we're still adjusting to all this. This is all new. I mean, when you think about it, it's not new. I mean, a lot of us have been through this before. I mean, I've been on Reptilian World's channeling, and I don't know the whole details. I don't want to know right now. But I've been in this situation before on other worlds. Definitely Reptilian. Reptilian's the one I remember the most. I think it's been other planets, so yeah, it's fun stuff when you really think about it. When you really start to, I mean, obviously you don't feel anything happening. I mean, I'm talking differently than I normally do too. Because I'm just like, I'm waiting for my spaceship to show up so I can get out of here. So that's not happening. So I'm channeling the CIA here and there. There is a positive assistance here. See, that's the thing. People are afraid, but you gotta let go of the fear eventually. I mean, is anybody telling you to walk off a bridge or anything, or go grab a gun or anything like that? No. It's like none of that stuff. No, just be curious. Look at things differently. Like I say over and over again, but that's true. Star Wars, like I said, is like an information bomb. It's like There's a lot of, it's like they're telling, like the galactic world is using that to open up our consciousness. Like I said, Star Trek is really what we really are when you think about it. You know, we're wearing jumpsuits, we're on a ship, we're going to these weird places. Star Trek's it's a comedy show. So the old series, the original, is fucking hilarious. but it has a lot of cool stuff in it. So, but yeah, that's really how. I mean, obviously it's from our perspective, but yeah, you do get on a ship and you go travel places. Obviously, other beings just go through dimensions. But for our reality, getting on a ship and visiting other worlds is cool enough right now. Yeah, Kennington's going through other portals and dimensions is exciting too, but the ship one is pretty. It's just something we can kind of relate to and always fantasize about. So, but yeah, obviously a lot of beings go through dimensions. Other worlds look at our world. They can see us pretty easily. It's like holograms to them. And they can see our society, see where our thought patterns are, see what the beings are causing difficulties for us, see the archons, see all the layers of manipulation, and they see it all from what I've got, from what I've seen. And every species, Yael, Palladian, they all have their own viewpoint of our world. They're all watching us. Not all the whole species, but those are here helping us see what's going on. From what I've got, doesn't mean this is exactly like it, but a good example, like the Google Globe, I mentioned this before. Google has all the searches. It's look at that. It's kind of like that on other worlds. All around they can go to anywhere in the world and see a Google search. The aliens do that, but it's a lot more sophisticated. It's a lot different. Not to say they're seeing what you're doing when you're putting on your clothes or on. I don't think they care anyway. I don't think they care. It's that's not important. They don't care. It's I think they have more interest in your conversations that you allow them to listen to. Because they learn from your conversations, they learn from your knowledge. So anyway. You gotta get over all that stuff eventually. Oh, that was another thing. Because I connected this stuff during the day and I don't remember shit when I get here sometimes. Because I'm tired, especially today. Celebrities. No surprise, right? With Hollywood celebrities. Notice how they're they're good looking and yeah, they always do that to make them that way so they can watch them. Not just in the movies, but spy on them. They have a reason, fetishes and stuff like that. I don't know the whole details of it, but they have a reason for it. It's their entertainment. So they just watch the person live their life. Of course, they have the paparazzi to keep them on, keep an eye on them. So hey, we gave you all this money, we can do whatever we want with you. So it's another way of looking at things differently. So, oh yeah, they can see these people. If anyone's being watched, and that's also giving them an idea they're being watched too. So, and they make movies of them, all their sexual acts and all that. Because it's fun for them, at least the elites. So, because they're watching them, they're watching them all the time. Which will make a movie of them doing it too. So, that stuff's still going on for sure. So it just gives you, yeah, because the Hollywood elites that they choose, they get genetically modified. They might make a clone of them. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, they can do whatever they feel like, but we're going to start snapping out of all this eventually. Yeah, it's time to let go of this reality. So, anyway, it's bizarre. That's kind of a channeling. Hopefully some of this is helpful. It's a channeling, but, there's a lot of stuff out there there's a lot of layers. Alright, so you saw the chipmunk. That was pretty funny. I had to share that. For those that are still here, this is ivantoler.com. We have private sessions throughout the week. I think Saturday have some openings. Or this week, we're had a channel. Google has Zoom and channeling by phone. For questions, yeah, I'm about 8 days behind, maybe 9 days now because of today. We also have Spirit Social, same situation here. We also have other channels and viewers that I do recommend. We have a social network, thank you for posting, and we have the Jake comic. So thank you for your support. This is weird now, but not for well, it's new. So anything new is going to be seen as bizarre. It takes a while to digest, and I channel a lot of stuff. I can't remember every single thing I say here. But see the site, Switzerland, CIA, CERN. There is a lot of positives there. It's not all negative. They're just kind of waiting for us to wake up, basically. Waiting us to snap out of it and for us to be fun to be around instead of being all paranoid and angry and throwing Jesus at everyone. They're not here to judge. They're not here to judge us at all. It's like, are you curious? Are you curious? It's like, maybe all this alien stuff is real after all. It's spiritually connected. Everybody has an alien presence around them. Well, how about exploring it? Remember, no fear. And just what comes to your intuition? Can you connect to your guides? Is it easier to connect to your aliens than your guides? Is it easier to connect to your higher selves than your guides? Whatever. Everybody's different. But if you want more will come. Yeah, because it's still free will there. If you don't want any of this, it won't happen. But some of us is like, give me everything you got. Plus a spaceship to another planet, somewhere or another dimension. There's something else. I can't remember it. It's like the Bermuda Triangle. Tibet is a Bermuda Triangle too. Vortex areas, Bermuda Triangle. I believe most of it's been turned off right now. Not to say things aren't happening, but things are just... You can say during the time of where Bermuda Triangle was very active, there's a lot of reptilian manipulations there at the time. It's like they're kind of saying, get the hell out of here. It's like, we don't want you here. Something like that. So you gotta look at things a little bit differently. There's always been weather wars on our planet, even in ancient times. This is nothing new. It's just we're becoming more aware of technology that's always been here, just not for us. So, alright, that was enough. Hopefully that was helpful. Obviously there's more, but that's the Cliff Notes version of it. So thank you for your support. Blessings. We'll be back tomorrow. I should be a little bit better. Oh, that's right, I have Neutron. I'm going to try to catch up on questions tomorrow. Saturday will be a better day, but see how it is. Alright, take care. Much love. Blessings.